Morning, everybody. I want to, man. I've been having a lot of arguments about Michael Jordan and LeBron James. Man, there's so much to cover, but I ain't gonna be able to cover it all. I just want to talk about it, man. There's a lot of hate on Jordan and there's a lot of hate on LeBron. It goes both ways, and to me, they both phenomenal players. Uh, one guy does one thing, other guy does another, but they both help their teams win in their own way. There's no right and wrong. There's no wrong and right way in winning. Winning is winning. I don't give a fuck how you do it. Winning is winning. But I just want to talk about some key shit. Like a lot of people all tend to say, "Oh, well, Jordan, he wasn't good in the '80s. Why wasn't he? I mean, he wasn't winning championships in the '80s, and that's simply because he had to build a team. Just like anybody else that comes in the league as a high pick, you're on a sorry team, and it's going to take a couple years for you to build a team. Now, with the exception of Larry Bird and Magic Johnson, these guys came in to a championship franchise. These franchises, man, I think maybe the Celtics had done won probably about 11 to 12 championships prior to Bird's arrival. Not sure, but I know they won a lot. And the same with the Lakers. They won a lot before Magic's arrival. And then when Magic got there, he was already paired up with Hall of Famers. I mean, Magic had Worthy, he had Kareem, Byron Scott, Bob McAdoo. I can't even name all the players, man. I have to look back, but this is just people that right off my head. Bird come in, you got Defensive Player of the Year Dennis. Can't remember his name, but he was the point guard. Yeah, Kevin McHale, Hall of Famer. Had Robert Parrish, Hall of Famer. Had Bill Walton, Hall of Famer, and a host of and a good supporting cast. Um, Detroit Pistons, great team. When Isaiah came in and they made key trades, got players over there. That team was loaded. Jordan was by himself. He was by himself for probably his first 3 years. Yeah, '84 to they drafted Scottie Pippen in '87. So, but this is the fun fact. Scottie, I mean, y'all might get rubbed the wrong way, but only the people that actually got a chance to watch Scottie Pippen's career in its entirety gonna be able to speak on this. I ain't talking about the people that not fans of Chicago or not fans of Michael Jordan. I'm talking about the people that actually watched the Bulls and watched Scottie Pippen. The nigga was trash. It's a reason why he didn't come in starting on a garbage ass team. You know what I'm saying? Because he was garbage his fucking self. I can remember Scottie Pippen first 2 years, man, they would leave that motherfucker wide open. Scottie Pippen, to tell you, he probably shot three pointers the whole fucking year because he knew he didn't have a fucking shot. They used to lead. I mean, Scottie Pippen was a slasher. He's always been a slasher. And then, far as him having game, he didn't have it. He just didn't have it. Jordan had to teach that motherfucker how to win. He became a starter probably 2 years later. And that's when Chicago started putting their foot on niggas' necks. You know what I'm saying? And Isaiah Thomas to say that Jordan wasn't his competition, he's right. His team wasn't his competition, but Jordan was his fucking competition. Don't ever get that goddamn twisted. Jordan's team wasn't his competition. But individually, hell yeah, when the nigga scoring 59, 60, 51, 40 something on the Pistons, how is he not a problem? How is he not your competition? So don't get that shit twisted. And like I'm not here to downplay LeBron or nothing, man, cause the boy is bad. But all that bigger, stronger, faster shit, He's bigger. He's 6'8". He's stronger. We know that. Faster? He's not faster. Kill that shit. Jordan had the quickest first step and still probably got the quickest first step ever. The nigga ran a 4.2. So you telling me LeBron running a 4.1 or a 4 flat? Get the fuck out of here. Now, skill set ain't nothing like Jordan. You watch Jordan highlights, man, and I don't want to hear nothing about who was the competition level. Offensively, the competition level is greater today, just like anything else. Hell, the cars are greater today than it was in the 80s. Okay, yeah, we know that. But defensively, what? Niggas had to check that shit. You got to check that shit. Your offensive game don't dictate your defensive game. Dennis Rodman didn't have no fucking offense, but he played defense. So I don't want to hear nothing about that shit. You got like Jordan, every highlight you watch, man, you might see one or two screens, man. This nigga was doing folks one-on-one every fucking time. Every time. Every time. But you look at LeBron, not knocking, it's just the way the game is played. You look at LeBron. LeBron is looking for the screen so he can have the lesser opponent on him so he can dominate. Jordan didn't do that. Whoever the fuck was guarding Jordan, that's who got it. That's it. Just look at his highlights. But man, I love LeBron, man. Like I've never not liked LeBron. I love him. Great basketball player. I just don't mention him with Jordan because they're in two different goddamn categories. You know what I'm saying? I don't mention them together. LeBron's hell, but man, Jordan. See, a lot of these cats didn't watch Jordan's career in its entirety. They caught him in 96, 97, and 98. That's old Jordan, man. That's why everybody like to compare Jordan with Kobe. But they see they see Kobe with the fadeaway. And cool. That's a nice comparison. But Kobe was nothing like 84 through 93 Jordan. No fucking comparison, man. No fucking comparison. That man was an animal. But man, I just want to speak on that, man. Hopefully I can get back and we can talk about some of this some more, man, because there's a lot of points. I want to get in here and talk to somebody. I want to talk to a LeBron fan because it's just some things I want to point out, man. They be having some little points they be trying to pinpoint, and I just want to be able to shoot them down, man. That's it. And they like to say every era, every era was good except the era that Jordan won in. And I find that interesting. You know what I'm saying? It was good in the 80s. It was good in the 2000s. It was good in the 2010, but the 90s was trash. That's what everybody say. But those same players that were playing in the 80s played through the 90s. They played through the 90s. Olajuwon, motherfucking Ewing, Barkley, all these people that was on the 50th grade, they played in the 90s. And some great players came through in the 90s. They got drafted. A lot of great players. Oh, they had an expansion team. Man, so fucking what? That don't mean shit. That mean it was some most sorry teams in the fucking league, and they still had top teams in the fucking league. So fucking what? Expansion teams came in the NFL. Did it water down the NFL when Jacksonville and fucking the Carolina Panthers came in? Hell no, because the Carolina Panthers and Jacksonville came right in and went to the goddamn NFC and AFC championship. Kill that. But we're gonna touch on this some more, man. We're gonna touch on this some more. I just want to be able to talk to some people.